Okay. Let's go to the remaining operations. So yeah. So the next one is insert. So insert, by using this operation, we can insert one or more records. So let me open the data loader. Okay, so here is my data loader. So, by using insert, it's just normal insert. So we can insert the new records into our Salesforce org. So for this, we need to have .csv file of whatever records we want to place it into our Salesforce org. The details of those records in a .csv file. So once this import, insert is done, the Salesforce will generate two files, the success file and the error file. So success file will contain all the records which are processed successfully, and error file will contain the records which could not be processed successfully with the error reason. So yeah, so that is, so for this, we just need to have a file with us. So let's go ahead and do our insert operation. So let me go to so what I'm doing is I'm inserting more records, but I am following the same format of uh, already available records. Okay. So this is account insert. So before doing an insert, we need to have the .csv file with us. So this is the .csv file where I'm going to change the values now. Okay. So my account number, so I want to insert, let's say, some 5 records. I want my account number to be starting with, let's say, 7001. Okay. And yeah, this all data, I'm deleting it. Let's keep the sample. Okay. So for 5 records, I so it's starting from 7001 and it goes to 7005. Okay. And account source, nothing active. I will make it as, or we can leave the value. Annual revenue, I just want to make it as 20 lakhs. Okay. And for 3 of them, I want 20 lakhs, and for 2 of them, I want 35 lakhs. Okay. And billing city, Hyderabad. Bangalore for 2 of them. Okay. So this is how these details we are not going to give because these are see, if you see ID, it will be once we insert this particular records into our Salesforce org, ID will be automatically generated by Salesforce for insert operation. Okay, because these are new records, and by default is deleted will be no, because these are new records. So this thing, so this is our account insert.csv file. So I'm just saving it, and I'm giving few details in it, and let's see how it is getting inserted into our Salesforce. Okay, so this is our file. Okay, so let's go to our data loader, click on insert. It will ask me for authentication. Okay, I'll have to search my mail. Let me log into org. So hope you, now I'm going to show you demo even without password how we are going to do, but we have explained the steps and how to do it. So what I'm going to do is uh, let's go to the profile and do this settings. See, this is where you go and reset your security token. Otherwise, you can go to setup. Search for users, go to your user. So what I'm doing is I'm giving a demo for how we can log into data loader without using the security token. Okay. So go here. This is my login ID. Go to the profile there. And here I have some section called, this is my profile. And here I have a section called login IP ranges. It's at the bottom. Okay. And then I'm going to add a new IP range, which is a universal IP address range. And then save. And that's it. In a real-time scenario, this is not recommended because this will create, security uh, loopholes for the hackers to coming to your org. So not recommended, but for showing you the demo, I just logged in. See here, I'm just giving my password and then click on enter. Right, so I'm here, right? So now what I'm doing is So account object, I am selecting the where I have to do. I prepared a CSV file of account object, right? So here choose that file. So the input file we will have to give. So here browse, and this is our file. I just selected, and then you can go ahead and click on next. Initialization Salesforce object and .csv file. So it's checking how many records. The CSV file has 14 records in, okay. Initialization succeeded. Okay. So you can see the details here. Now, if you see, here comes some other new concept. Choose an existing map, create an edit. So while we are doing the insert operation or upsert operation, we will have to make sure we are mapping the columns of our .csv file into the columns of our already available Salesforce org. So for this, there are 2 to 3 scenarios. One is you can prepare a CSV file with whatever headings you have, uh, like whatever the column names you have in the Salesforce org, and similar type of column names, you can prepare it in the CSV file. That's one way. The other way is you can go ahead and right? Like in our Salesforce app, we have like phone number, and in your uh, um, CSV file, you have mobile. So you know those fields, those are the actual fields which needs to be mapped. So you can go ahead and create or edit a map. So this is what we do: create and edit, create or edit a map. Okay. So these are the fields which I have. So account source is same as account source. Drag and drop here. Account annual revenue is annual revenue. Like actually, we prepared it from the already available CSV file. So that's the reason it's all same. But in case you have another file which is having different um, column names, so in that case, you will have to do a mapping. Okay. Account number is the same as account number. Active underscore C, it's the same. So is deleted, it will not be shown, right? Okay. So we should not have included it in our .csv file. Fax is fax. Billing city is again billing city. Okay, this we are not ID, it's going to be generated. We should not have had it in our .csv file, and is deleted also, we should not have had it. Okay. So here one more feature is you did the mapping manually, right? So in the real world, real-time scenarios, suppose you are a Salesforce administrator or Salesforce developer who needs to perform data load, data migration every day, morning and evening. Let's say you morning half an hour and then evening half an hour. You get your sales team, you get your marketing team give some particular kind of data which needs to be uh, loaded into the Salesforce out. So they give these sheets and then they ask you. So in that case, what you can do is you will have to map the fields always, right? So it will take half an hour daily in the morning and half an hour in the evening. So this, since this is like a kind of repetitive task, what you can do is you can do the mapping for one time and then save that mapping file in your org. Okay. I'm saying, so in my folder, I'm saving it as .sdl file. So save it. So whenever we want mapping to be done again, you can use this particular mapping file and then map the data. So there you are saving your time, right? So that's how you do. This is one more scenario. So three different scenarios we have talked about. So we have to save this whenever we do a new kind of mapping. So this is for account object. So tomorrow I come and do mapping for my opportunity object. So in that case, you go ahead. If you do manual mapping for the first time, make sure you save that mapping. Okay. So that that mapping file can be used for later. And click on OK. Okay. See, this is that particular button which used to, just now we created one map file, right? So if we have that file already available, probably instead of going for create or edit map, we would have gone for choose an existing map. So we can choose an existing map. If you click on this, it will give the mapping file. So you can select this and open, and then it will be mapped. So since we created that file just now, it's already mapped. We don't need to go for it. Okay. So click on next. So select the directory where you want to place your files. I'm using the same directory, my data management folder. Okay. And so here again, this is like where we get the success and the error files. Click on finish. You have chosen to insert new records. Click yes to begin. Do you want to proceed? So every time in data loader, this confirmation is given because so sometimes there happens like when we are deleting the records, so it's irreversible, right? So yes, that's the reason it will always give you this prompt, and you can, if you are very sure, you can click on yes. Loading using bulk API insert. So I selected instead of API, instead of normal API, I selected bulk API, right? So it was giving the operation. So view successful, the operation has successfully completed. There were 0 successful inserts and 14 errors. Reason is that I created a column names with ID and is deleted, right? So that's the reason. View successes, there are no successes, and view errors, all are errors, right? So let me go and review that files. Let's go to our folder. So yeah, so here you get this error and success, these two files. Okay. So in success, it's empty file. In error, it's all those records are available. Okay. The reason is error required field missing. See, name field is the required field. So one other important point which we need to make note is we will have to in our insert operation when we are providing and doing an insert operation. So in our CSV file, we need to make sure there are few fields which are marked as required on the object. So name is the required field on account object. So where the account name is not here, right? So that's the reason it is throwing error. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix that now. Okay, don't save. So this is my insert field. So I'm going ahead and writing account name, one more column. So I'm naming it as account name. Okay, so this is data loader test. So this is the account name, and I want to okay. This is one thing, and these are not needed. So I'll delete it. And I think we are good, right? So I'm saving this file and we are going to do the insert again. Okay, insert account object, and where is our CSV file? It's the same insert. Next, 5 rows, okay. See, in account name, we didn't map, so we will have to go ahead and do the mapping. So what is the field name? It should be name. Okay, account name is the name. Save mapping in the same file, in this file only. The file you selected already exists. Would you like to replace? Yes, because I want this name also to be saved. Click on OK. Click on next. Click on the error files where to be displayed, and then click on finish. Yes. So process 0 of, okay, retrieving bulk jobs. Okay. So now the operation successfully completed. There were 5 successful inserts and 0 errors. So view success, all the 5 records are installed. View errors, no errors, we are good. Okay, click on this. And now, so we are going to check our org. So I think I missed to show you, sorry, show you how many accounts are present in our org. Okay, so let's see now. So there were around like 10, 12 accounts, right? Okay, so now here you can see 17 accounts. So 5 we inserted, there were 12 accounts previously. And you can see our data loader test, 1 account, 2 account, 3 account, 4, and 5, right? So this is the name, and this is the required field, okay? So we gave the annual revenue, it's here. So this is how we do the insert operation. So while doing the insert operation, we will have to do mapping, and there are 2 scenarios. We can do the mapping manually, map the records, or whenever we do mapping, save that mapping file. And whenever we come next time for the same account object, we can use that, choose from the map file. So that's the another scenario. So two different things for mapping. And once we map, and one important point here is all the required fields on the object should be there on our .csv file. So that's one important thing which you have to note. And yes, and then we will be choosing the source and destination, destination path for our success and failure files. So yes, see, success and error again got generated. Okay. So when you see this, it's, what is this? 0320. So let's go to our insert. So you see this a success file and an error file, right? So let me show you. So when you see this success and error file name notations, this is nothing but the date and time. Okay. So yes, if you see here, month, date, year, time, hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. Okay. So this is the date and time format. Okay. So the file name ending with the date and exact time where when we are performing this operation. So it will give clear picture of when it was performed. So when we come and see here, there are two files, right? So we did one operation which got failed. Again, we did it, right? So there were two error files and two success files. So this is how you do the insert operation. Hope you are clear. Okay, let's go ahead with update. So update is one more important operation. So by using this update operation, we can modify or one or more records. We can assign values for the required fields in the object. Okay. So update is nothing but suppose initially our the you know while inserting like while doing the migration we did not had something like the fax number for our company, let's say. Okay, so we need to perform an update for all the records for with a fax number. Okay, so in that case, we can go ahead and do this, perform this update operation. Okay, the one of the prerequisite for this is like we need to have the record ID inside the .csv file. So for insert, we don't need record ID because we are newly inserting the records. For update and upsert and delete, so for these operations, usually we need the record ID. And upsert, it's a different case. I will explain you what it is. So let's go ahead and do the update. Okay. So let's go to our account again. So insert file, copy, and so I'm updating the records which we have recently inserted. Okay. So this is our update file. So in this, what I want to do is I want to update the fax number for all of these accounts. Okay. Let's say I want to update all, see, initially, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yes, we can
Okay.
see.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So where is our org? So here, if you see, so for few of them, let's select the billing city. Okay. So here our billing city was Hyderabad, Bangalore, Hyderabad, right? So what I want to do is I want to update this billing city because our head office has recently moved to Chennai. Okay. So in that case, I just want to update all these 5 records with the billing city as Chennai. So yes, this is how you will have to prepare your uh, .csv file for update. Okay, and I'm giving some fax number. Some fax number I'm giving. So we didn't had the fax number in our previous when we were inserting the record. So I'm giving the fax number. So these two changes, we will be validating it after doing the update operation. Okay, so this is our file, account update file with the required fields. And yeah, or we can do one more thing also, like we can change the account number also, but it's not required, right? So we'll be verifying these two fields. So yes, this is our update. Let's go to our data loader, click on update, and we are working on account object again. So yes, click on account, choose the CSV file, update file, okay, and click on next. Initialization succeeded, okay. Right, so since we already mapped, it's already there, or we can do one thing, select that map file and do the mapping. It's already there, right? Since we already did it. So since it's exactly the same, so in the Upsert operation, we will create another file which has different columns. So there we'll have another scenario, okay? So this is how it is, and then click on next. Again, success and fail error files, same directory I want, and click on finish. Are you have chosen to update existing records. The action cannot be undone. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Click on it. Okay, the operation completed successfully. There were 0 successful updates and 5 errors. Okay, there are errors. So let's go ahead and see what was the issue which we have, like what happened. Okay, so success, it shows 0, and error file, where is error file? So it will the error file is giving us clearly the reason, right? So we are very good on that part. The data loader is very helpful to us in that particular feature. So error, so it says missing. Actually, so while performing the update operation, we need the ID, right? So I wantedly perform this. So we need the IDs. So first we need to get the IDs of those, and then only we can update. Without having the ID, we cannot update the records through data loader. So that's the major thing, right? So go ahead and get the IDs. So to get the IDs, we'll perform the export operation. Okay, export operation on our account object. We can get it one by one, but I don't want to do it one by one. So here it's ID and the name field I want. Okay. Name and ID. So I'll just place that particular name and ID. There were 17 successful. So we had 17 account records, right? And 0 errors. So let's go. Sorry, the destination, I'm not sure, extract. So should have created extract file. Okay, so I didn't select the file exactly. Let me. So this is important. Okay. So I want account underscore extract 2. Let's save it. Next, account name and ID. Finish. Yeah, this should be good. So account extract 2. Oh, file.csv extension we missed. See, my system doesn't have so many softwares because it's an Office one. Account underscore extract 3.csv. See, the good thing here is the fields are all in alphabetical order. Okay, now should be good. Right, so data loader test 1 to 5, these are the IDs we need. Okay, copy them in our which file we were doing the update operation. Okay, hope you're understanding what I'm doing. So I am for insert operation, sorry, update operation, it's compulsory. We need to put the ID field. So insert, it's not needed, but for update, upsert, delete, we need the ID value, because based on the ID only, it is going to work with the records in the Salesforce server. So yeah, so we were not supplying this. That's the reason it was throwing error. Save, and our file is account update. Go to our data loader. So we were working update operation, account, browse, account update is our file. Click on next. Okay. And choose an existing map. See here, we will be able to use this, but ID field, I don't know if it is going to map. Okay, I'm not sure, it's not taking. So because there are already fields which are mapped, account ID is the ID. See, this is what I need to save. Map new. Okay, so mapping is done. Click on finish, and now it should be successful. There were 5 successful updates and 0 errors. Okay, so successfully we were able to insert the records. Okay, let's go to our org. So if you see here now, its billing city is all Hyderabad. And let me insert fax number, right? So we were updating the fax number also. Okay, fax number, save it. Oh, it's already updated. Okay, see. So it will get refreshed, right? So the billing city, we have updated all our 5 records with Chennai, and the fax number we have updated with all new numbers for each, right? So this is how we do update operation on our records in Salesforce. So the prerequisite for update operation is we will have to supply the record ID. That's the prerequisite. So for insert, the record ID is not needed because we are newly creating the records. Salesforce will automatically generate a record ID. For update, upsert, and delete, we need the record ID. And upsert, there is a different scenario where for whatever we provide the record IDs, it is going to be updating. And for whatever the records we are not going to provide record ID, it is going to insert new records. So it's a combination of insert and update operation. Okay, so this is all for today. So we'll talk these 3 tomorrow. These 2 will have practical. This one will not have practical, but yes, I'll explain the theoretical concept, and then we will start our reports and dashboards concept as well tomorrow. So yes, so hope you are following what I'm saying. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, Dilip.
Yeah, Dilip.
Okay. So in case you have any doubts, you can interrupt me and ask the doubts. Okay. And while you are doing, if you're doing the tasks and assignments, probably you should be getting doubts. I hope you all practice at home and come back. Data loader is very important. And in the real time scenario, you will be making use of data loader for sure for any type of orgs. Maybe it's a small org or a large org. So data loader is compulsory. So it's an important topic. Okay. So yeah, that is all for today. And thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Dilip.